evening, guys.
Hi, good evening.
Can you guys hear me okay? Sound
Yes,
okay? Okay, perfect. And how about screen sharing? Can you see my screen?
yeah, it's good. It's good.
Perfect. Who is this? Is this Vamshi or Jagannath?
This is Vamshi.
Hi, Vamshi. Nice meeting you.
Hi. Yeah, nice meeting you too.
So I think we would have to wait for at least give people 2 to 3 minutes for joining this call, and then we'll get started.
Yeah, sure.
Jagannath, you here? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice meeting you. I just saw a yellow triangle next to your name, so that's why I'm just trying to confirm.
Oh, okay. I could hear you. That's good.
Okay, cool. Looks like people are having issues joining the class on a Friday evening. There are like 12 registrations for this class and only 4 people showed up. So I'm going to wait for some more time so that way people who are trying or having issues connecting to this meeting, and then we'll get started.
Hello.
Hello, Jagannath.
Yeah. Uh, could you please tell like we should download the Dynamics trial version or something or
Yes, yes, I will let you guys know right after this class, like what you guys need to do and how we can do it. So, yep, definitely.
oh, thank you.
Yep, no problem. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join so that way I can pass the information all at once. So let's give them some more time, or else if they don't join, we'll go ahead and get started with the class. Anyways, I'm recording this session so I can pass this session to them, and they can review it later. So anyone have previous CRM experience? Like anyone reading about CRM, watched any videos on YouTube?
Hi Vivek, this is Divya.
Hello, Divya. How are you?
I'm doing good. I have done my master's in computer information systems, so I worked on my final project on
Cool.
Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2016.
Very nice.
Yeah,
So you
actually,
have some, looks like you have some exposure then.
yeah, I used a trial account to create a lead management process
Cool.
and then
Very nice.
created a plugin for automatic lead scoring, but I took some third-party help too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do have some knowledge.
Perfect. So that will help you speed up during this course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And actually, I just have one quick question. Is it good time to ask, or because you are not yet starting the class?
Sure, go ahead. We can use this
I've
time
been
for discussion.
badly waiting for the classes since 2 weeks, but it's okay. Finally, you started it. I'm very happy for that.
No problem. Yeah, it took us a lot of time and coordination between me and you, Raj.
Hmm.
Um, so it's like finally we landed up on this training session.
Yeah, the
This is
timing. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, this is something we really wanted to get going, but it never materialized.
Okay.
And CRM training, according to me, you won't find a lot of trainers, especially in states, doing training. Um, so that's why most of the consulting firms are not having this kind of training in CRM.
Hmm. Yeah. One quick question I have. See, when we are going for
Sure.
Microsoft Dynamics developer, CRM developer. So
Mhm.
what extent do we do? Should we have knowledge on C Sharp, ASP.NET, ADO.NET, all those?
All you need is basic .NET knowledge, C
Mm-hmm.
sharp, C sharp preferably, or even you can use VB.NET. That's not a problem because you can develop server-side code in CRM using both C sharp as well as .NET. That's not a problem. And JavaScript.
Okay.
Anything additional will be a plus to you. Like
Okay.
if you have developed SQL reports,
Mm-hmm.
SSRS reports,
Mm-hmm.
that will help you.
Mm-hmm.
If you are good with SQL skills, that will again help you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the more if you learn CRM perfectly,
Mm-hmm.
and everything else will only boost your skill set, and it will only put you in a very good position in the market.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
The-
learning CRM completely means that we should know how to customize it, how to give access to the users. These things must be
yes,
right. Those
everything.
concepts mostly.
Yep, everything A to Z.
And in our course, like how many weeks we will be working on plugins, learning plugin, creation of plugins.
I will give you a high-level overview and some examples of how to code plugins, how to write custom workflow assemblies, but you would have to do a lot of practice on your side
Okay.
because no time is enough for showing you examples with plugins. I can keep going on and on and on. It never ends.
Mm.
You need to everything going forward since you guys are trying to come into IT. All you need to do is collect the main information and do your homework and work on your side and use that. That's how we learn. That's how we grow.
Yeah.
So again, no one can teach you any technology completely. I'm saying that openly.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true. I believe.
everything Everyone will give you a high level module by module. But again, we need to go back and we need to do our homework. There are very good books out in the market, especially for CRM developers. One is CRM customization, and another one is CRM configuration. I would highly suggest you guys to buy those books or even
Okay.
get a soft
The
copy.
author, who is the author for those?
I will let you know. It's been a while and it's lying in my on my desk somewhere. I don't remember the author, um, but reading those two books completely, starting to end, will help you a lot. There is nothing which was missed in that book.
Yeah.
And those books are specifically for 2011 and 2013. But 90% of the functionality which was introduced in CRM in 2008, 2012 has been used till date.
Okay.
So if you go back from 2016 to 2008, the majority of functionality that changed within this 8 years is like 20%, 15%, I would say.
Okay.
So that's why reading a book completely from start to end will help you guys a lot. Put it will put you guys in a very good position to crack the interview. Every interview question will come out of that book.
Okay. If we go as a Microsoft Dynamics developer, the questions will be mostly on CRM or they will ask on SQL and C Sharp too.
They will test your basic skills. So definitely you need to be perfect with ASP.NET, C Sharp, OOPS concepts, SQL little bit, but I would say 60%, 60 to 65% CRM questions and 35% .NET related. All right, I think we waited long enough for people to join. Looks like we're still missing 7 people. I'll just pass on this recording to them and they will use this. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Vivek. I'll be your trainer for this entire CRM 2016 course. This course basically will be in between 4 to 5 weeks, Monday to Friday, daily Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. Central. And the class duration will be in between 60 to 90 minutes. and I will allocate 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes for Q&A at the end of the class. If you really have anything that you're not able to understand, you can stop me in the middle, but I would highly suggest you guys to come back later or right at the end of the class. You can ask those questions because I don't want to derail the class, or I don't want you guys to hijack my class, so that way I won't proceed on the course content, if that makes sense. But if you really are having issues understanding my teaching or my terminology, you can raise your hand and you can clarify it then and there itself. So today will be a demo class. I'll be giving you an overview of CRM, how it will help you guys with your career, and how you can use it to grow in your career and that kind of stuff. And the actual classes will be starting from this coming Monday, which will be June 20th. Again, same time, Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. Central. I just want to give you a brief introduction about me. I did my master's here in 2005. I graduated with my computer science degree, and then I started learning .NET just like you guys. And then I was heading into SharePoint direction. I actually took training and I was learning SharePoint. And then I was presented with an opportunity in CRM and I started learning, and I felt very comfortable between SharePoint and CRM, because if you look at the features and the overall architecture between these two systems, they are very, very similar. And I'm going to talk more about that a little later in this class. So I got fascinated with CRM and I jumped into the CRM in 2007, and from then on I have been working in 2008. I started working in 2008 CRM system, and currently I am a CRM architect for an IT company located in the Middle East. Sorry, not Middle East, Central America. So I have implemented close to 12 CRM implementations completely, and supporting 4 CRM implementation currently, and working on 2 different development projects for my new clients, new CRM implementations. So I have teams working in India, Bangalore, and one team working in Europe, and our team here in Central America. So I'm here to teach you as much as I can, but I also need help from you. So it's like you help me to help you. So I will teach you, but you have to do your homework on your side, so that way you will learn. And then if you need any assistance, don't hesitate in coming to me. I'm here to help you. I know how much you guys are paying, so I highly suggest you guys to use this time for your advantage. All right, so what is CRM? So this demo, I'm dividing it into multiple small sessions. So I'm going to talk about what CRM exactly is, and then how it evolved, how Microsoft CRM evolved, and why you guys have to, I mean, I'm not saying how you guys have to, but like how MSCRM will help you in your future career, for your future career. And why the name XRM? Various CRM systems we have in the market right now. Which side of CRM you can pick to help with your career growth? I'll give you a high-level introduction of the course content for this training. And this training is completely targeting CRM 2016. So I'll be using an online trial version, which I will ask you guys to register. It's free. It's very easy to register. 5 minutes of you spending time providing some basic information, and that will get you going. And we'll talk about various CRM modules, and I'll talk about since this is an introduction class, I'll talk about CRM entity. And finally, little bit of introduction to sales. And I will continue this sales module from Monday. And I will leave 10 minutes for Q&A. All right, so what is CRM? So you guys must be fully aware of what CRM is, at least from terminology perspective, customer relationship management. So the name itself is self-explaining us, like what exactly it is doing. Customer relationship management. So everything related with a customer relationship is being managed by an application. That is called CRM. Anything, you name it, any business that is having a customer relationship with a client can be tracked in CRM. It can be tracked in multiple different ways, and we're going to talk about that later in this class. So, what kind of customer relationships we encounter with businesses? Normally, anything can be tracked as a customer relationship. It can be an interaction. It can be a connection that you're trying to establish with a prospect client, with a new client. Everything can be tracked in CRM. Because the way the trend is right now, every business needs to have a solid tracking. They need to track as much data as possible. Because why? Information is wealth. Because they will be using that information and they will be running a lot of data analytics, and they will be scrubbing the data they collect from customer interactions for their growth, for their business to grow. So an interaction can happen between an existing customer. So existing customer can be any customer who is already doing business with the company. So suppose you must be having a company X. That company X will be having existing customers already. So you will be interacting with them day to day. So all that information goes back into CRM. So you're trying to expand your business. So you're trying to reach out to new companies as much as possible. All that, again, that reaching out of information can be stored in CRM. And you can use, why do most of the companies save that kind of information? Because they're going to use that for analytics. They will learn from their interactions and they will use it, they tweak it, and they grow out of it. Future customers, like most of these companies, they have a vision for future. So they normally target most of the customers in future. So if a company is trying to do something, they will definitely try to target future customers. And finally, old customers. They cannot forget their old customers because of their recurring income factor. So all these factors come in, all these interactions go into go into CRM. That's why CRM is called the tracking of information. So it's a collaboration tool. So it collaborates between businesses and customers. Every interaction point, every point of contact, every integration point can be tracked in CRM. So this is a tool which is used for collecting data, storing of data, and excavating of data in one single spot, one single place. So, for example, you guys calling T-Mobile or AT&T or Verizon for some kind of information goes into their into their system. As for example, if you're already an existing customer with AT&T or T-Mobile or some other company, they will try to save that information for their own training purposes and for their analytical purposes, or for future purposes, for them to come back to you to sell a new product. So you may be asking questions like, hey, how about if I spend $10 more for some data plan that you want to upgrade or go down or something like that? They will use that information to sell you guys more products down the road. So that again goes back into CRM data store, and that they will use it for excavating. They will do all kind of things to come back to you guys, sell more and more products. So CRM is available in 3 different modes. One is online. The second option is on premises. And the third option is hybrid combination. So let's talk about these 3 modes of CRM. So as the name suggests, online. So your CRM application is hosted online by Microsoft on their Azure services. You will be having a Office 365 account, and you will be logging into their online environment. So again, I would highly suggest you guys to go online and register for this online CRM instance. It's a 30 days. I think most of you guys already know it's a 30 days free trial environment, which I have registered today for this training session. So go register for that trial. Use it. Spend more time in CRM. Just go into every module, play around with the data. There will be some testing data, so you can use that for learning purposes. Just go through, skim through the system, and get familiar. Because if you are choosing CRM, MSCRM as your career, you will live day in, and this will be your day in and day out thing. All right, so the next option is CRM can be on premises. So most of the mid to big companies, they prefer having CRM local to their network. So they will be having hosted servers within their network, and they will install CRM on their servers. So that way no one will have access to their sensitive data. So for example, if you're looking at again T-Mobile, for example, it will have all their data saved, stored locally on their hosted servers because of this sensitivity of the data. So that's a perfect example of an on-premises. So everything, all the servers reside on the premise. Okay, so the third and final mode is hybrid combination. So it's a mix match of on-premises and a hosted model. So few clients, they won't like to buy all the servers because of the cost. So what they do is they will try to host some servers within their network and few things in the hosted environment. So that's a hybrid model. So online is completely on Microsoft. They will take care of all the hostings and everything. You just don't have to worry about anything. You just have to pay them monthly licenses or yearly licenses, and that's it. On premises, everything will be located within your company, within your IT, within your hosted servers. You have to take care of everything, right from installation to building up the CRM. Hybrid, it's a mix match. Any questions so far, guys?
No.
Okay. Perfect. All right, so the next one that I want to talk about is the evolution of CRM. So Microsoft started coming into
Vivek, could you please
yes,
take out the time remaining this thing? I cannot see
where?
the time. It's showing the time remaining is 30 minutes or something.
It is on our screen. We can move the box.
No, I cannot do it. Yeah.
You
Okay.
can
Yeah,
undock
I've got
that
it.
pane.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. All right. So Microsoft started developing a CRM product way back in 2003. Uh, having seen the growth and the excuse me and the future for CRM, Microsoft started investing a lot of time, resources into CRM. But before that, it was completely dominated by Salesforce, Oracle Siebel, and then Microsoft eventually started developing their own CRM product, which is version 1.0 way back in 2003. And the second version got released in 2005 with few advances, few features which are much better than the old system. And then the third version in 2005, late December 2005. And 4.0 got released in December 2007. That's when Microsoft started going away with the version, and they started using the terminology of years: Microsoft CRM 2008, 2011, 2013, 15, 16. Um, but the full-fledged application was released for customers in 2008. It had sales module, it had marketing modules, it has service modules, it has admin, everything with a full-fledged version. In 1.2. And 3.0 versions, it was like not completely, I mean, not all the features that you're seeing in 2016, 2015, 13, 11 were available in 1, 2, 3 versions. So it finally evolved into a full-fledged version in 2011. But again, in 2011, the database structure was little messy. They were like Microsoft were using two different tables, entities for one single table. They were merging those two tables into one single tables, and the UI started using one single table for data displaying purposes. That was really troublesome for developers, and Microsoft rectified that in 2013. So 2013 is a much, again, this is an interview question. So what changed? What's the main important feature that got changed from 2011 to 2013? Database structure got changed completely. I mean, not completely, but it was a major change in the CRM database table structure. So again, when you go to interviews, people will ask this kind of questions like, how long have you been working in CRM? Like, what are the features that were different between 2011 to 13? Because it was the major change, and every developer will know this change, and they have to. If they don't, then it's a different thing. So from 2013 to 2015, again, let me go back. From 2011 to 2013, there was a lot of cosmetic changes also. UI got changed completely. Until 2011, it was all pop-ups, a lot of windows. Were lot of windows used to get launched from the application. So, for example, you're on a home screen. In order to get to something, you have to at least open up 5 to 6 screens, and all the screens were so much scrambled. People used to struggle to keep track of what got opened from where. And that again, the UI changes took a major change in 2013. 2013 is more like tiles model, like the latest Windows 8 style. So a lot of cosmetic changes, UI changes, a lot of most of the Ajax features got implemented in 2013. Seamlessness. Microsoft went away with launching thousands of pop-ups within their application to one single window. Everything was within that window. It's a concept of master pages. That's in 2013. From 2013 to 2015, again, nothing much changed. It's just few additions of features, like extra features. New features got added, and some of the old features got improved. And then 2015 to 2016, again, few basic changes, new features, plus UI changes. Much better UI when compared to 2013. 2013 was all with flyouts menu, drop-down menus, and everything. 2015 is much better. You can see um, the whole site map being on one single screen. So again, if you look at this evolution, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versions. So until here it's 4.0. Even now, if you look at some of the components in CRM, they will be using the versioning. Like this one, 2016 is 8.0 version, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you look at the database version within your application during your development activities, you will see something like 8.0. blah blah blah. 2015 is 7.0. blah blah blah. Major version, minor version, sub minor version, something like that. So if you guys want to be familiar, you can just read it from MSDN, or just do a Google search, or go watch some YouTube video, and you will be able to understand what the exact features that got changed between 2011, 13, 15, and 16. All right, so the big question, why MSCRM? What do you guys want to what do you guys, why that's a basic question. Like, if I'm coming into IT, why should I prefer MSCRM? Why not some other CRM systems? The very first question. So I learned .NET. I am very much familiar with .NET. I think most of you guys have already been to .NET training. So you have the foundation to be a successful developer in MSCRM, because MSCRM uses .NET framework, latest greatest .NET framework. So if you know to code in .NET, you have already learned 50% of CRM. All right. So the next important thing, Microsoft Dynamics CRM. It's one of the branch in the big Dynamics family. Dynamics family consists of CRM, AX, GP, NAV, SL, C5. SL and C5, not most of the companies are using. There are like handful of companies who are currently using these systems. SL is accounting system, and I don't even know what C5 is. It's a very legacy software. AX, GP, NAV, these are again similar architecture-wise, functionality-wise, it's little different. But if you learn CRM completely, you should be able to learn AX at least 50%, as you have already learned CRM, and then GP, NAV. And if you add these kind of skill sets to your arsenal, It will help you a lot. It will put you guys in a very good position in the job market. People with CRM plus AX skills, that's a very good skill. CRM plus GP, very good skill set. CRM plus NAV, very good skill set. And the other cool thing is CRM integrates with so many Microsoft products seamlessly. It integrates very easily with, when I say Microsoft products like Outlook, Word, Excel. With 2016, it started integrating with OneNote. So again, the more you learn CRM, you will be learning other Microsoft products integration in your day-to-day life, which eventually will help you boost your resume. This is the key factor. This is the key point. You learn the CRM system once, and every 1 year or 2 years, like Microsoft has been releasing a new version every 2 years. Last time was an exception. Last time a release was done in 2015, and again within a 1 year there was a new release. Because I think, as far as what I have learned, is they're trying to use this even number format, so probably the next release won't be until 2018. So again, if you learn CRM once, you can survive for at least 4 to 5 next major releases. But you need to stay updated with some of the new features that come out with every release. And again, it will boost your resume, and it will help you market yourself in the IT world. This one I like the most. It's a developer friendly. The reason why I'm saying it's developer friendly goes back to point 4. Learn once, apply it 1,000 times. I have learned CRM in 2008, and I still use those techniques even now. It's like once you learn once, you will be implementing the same thing again and again in a slightly different format. So if you have developed a plugin on accounts for client A, then down the road, client B comes with the same set of requirements. I mean, not same exactly, but a slightly different set of examples. But since you have already developed a plugin on contacts, you will be very well. You will be in a very good position to use those skills. So it's like, if you know to create one single plugin for one single entity table, then you will know how to write that plugin for 1,000 different tables. The concepts are very, very same. And SDK, I would highly suggest you guys to go download the SDK from Microsoft download site. It has everything. So if you are a CRM developer, this is your Bible. This is your Gita. It has everything. It has help files, it has code examples, it has JavaScript examples, it has everything. It has console applications that you can run. You can debug and see how things are getting triggered, or you can see the whole functionality. You can do that. That will be your playground if I were you. And the other thing is, there are a lot of third-party tools out there in the market which you can use. And those third-party tools are supported. And you know what? Some of the tools are even supported. Microsoft even agreed to put those tools as downloads on their site. So using these tools, your development activities can go very smoothly, very easily. Way back in 2008, 2005, we used to write hell lot of code, thousand lines of code to get a small thing accomplished in CRM. But now, with starting from 2011, everything is so easy. There are thousands of third-party tools. If you go to Codeplex, you will see a lot of CRM tools which you can use. You can just connect to CRM system and you can do various things. It will help your development activity. So that's why I'm saying it's a developer-friendly environment to work under CRM. And another important thing is there are very, very less resources in market. I mean, not very, very less, but it's less resources in market. So if you have .NET skill set plus CRM, it will put you in a good spot to find a job. Because I don't know why most of the people think CRM is very tough. They think most of the people are going into SharePoint and they're neglecting CRM. They're scared of CRM for some reason. But if you are into CRM, then you will see the blissfulness. It's like it's very easy. It's very easy to understand. Very convenient with development activities. And the very important, this is for your future if you're trying to get into CRM. Market for CRM is increasing day by day. Most of the clients, new clients, are trying to get into CRM business. They want to use CRM application as much as possible. All right, so why the name XRM? So if you are in this CRM world, and some people will start using the terminology XRM. So the reason why Microsoft started calling XRM means this CRM model, the application model, can be applied to any line of business. You can take a plain vanilla out-of-box CRM system and get that configured to any kind of business within a month or two. And if you have to develop the same thing using .NET or Java from scratch, it will take you years and a lot of time and money. So that's why XRM. It's an extended model application. It fits any business model. It fits any line of business, you name it. Education, hospitals, insurance, financial institutions. It fits any model. Business models like government, education, medical, insurance, banking, and whatnot. And if something does not fit, since we are developers, our biggest advantage is we can go back to .NET and we can work in .NET. We can write classes. We can develop HTML pages. We can do whatnot, and then you can extend CRM to fit client needs, to fit their business model. And the other good thing is integration with other systems. Like if a company tries to, for example, if a hospital tries to implement a CRM system, they don't have to get away or decommission their legacy systems. They can just integrate their old systems with new system, with their new CRM system, and then they can they can use the CRM as their front end. They can display their old data into the new CRM system. Again, that can be done with integration. This is where CRM developers come into play, customizations and integration with other systems. All right, so let's talk about various CRM systems we have in the market right now. These are the top 4 in the order in which I have specified. I would say Salesforce as number 1. Oracle Sable and Salesforce neck to neck. CRM is definitely in the third position. NetSuite, it goes down below the ranks and it tries to come back up now and then. And there are a lot of CRM systems, Sugar CRM, um, 5.9 CRM. There are a lot of people, uh, good developers like you and me. They try to, once they know the CRM system, they try to build their own CRM system and they try to sell that as a product. So it's again, if you know everything, you can, I would say you can build a CRM kind of application within 1 to 2 years. All right, so which side to pick in CRM? There are two different sides in CRM. One is technical and other one is functional. And the third one is mix match of both technical and functional. So if you go with the technical route, this is the route you can go. Again, don't take this for granted. This is completely, it will completely depend and depends on your hard work. So this is a possibility. You can be in a very good spot, provided you know the system well, provided you implement the system in a good way. So the second one is functional. It's more like a business oriented, like a business analyst. They don't have to know a lot of technical side of CRM, but they definitely have to know the functional side of the CRM. Techno-functional. I would highly suggest you guys to be both technical as functional. You should be able to repair your car as well as you should be able to describe each and every feature of your car. You should know each and every nuts and bolts in your car to be a good techno-functional consultant. Again, the growth is very good. And what do you guys have to do to become one of these, to land up in one of these positions? Very first thing, you would have to do a lot of hard work. Read at least one CRM book completely, start to end, for customizations and configurations. If you can complete these two books, it will put you in a very good spot with interviews or in your day-to-day development activities when you are in job. It will help you a lot. All right. So my course is divided into 4 sections, 4 parts. Part 1, I'll be talking about sales, marketing, services, and setting modules. Part 2 is administration. It's more of where you guys come into play. Settings, configuration, data management. A lot of development activities happen here. And again, this is also another area where you guys will come into play. Customization of CRM system. Extending CRM system using by developing custom server-side code, custom client-side code. So CRM modules. CRM is divided into 4 different modules. The very first one is sales. What exactly is the sales? Sales can be anything. A company, any company that tries to sell products, they have to go through this sales life cycle, like finding new prospects, who they want to sell products to, and how they should be initiating a business with a potential new client, new prospect, or how can they retain their existing business. Again, going back to the cellular company business, how can they find more people? How can they attract more customers? How can they make them buy more products? So that's all sales. Marketing. That's another important module. It's the way how you market your business, how you market your products and services. You can do that in 1,000 different ways. And the most famous ways in CRM is by emails, phone calls, SMSs. SMSs is a third-party integration, but it's mainly emails, phone calls, appointments, and several other things. So you guys might have observed, like you will be receiving a lot of emails, promotional emails from T-Mobile, AT&T, DirecTV, Cox TV, whatnot, with their products and services. Apple, Microsoft products. That's how they try to do their marketing. And all those things goes back to CRM. Services. So once you start a business, once you are in a relationship with the customer, then you need to provide them services, ongoing services, and maintenance of service. So during this maintenance, ongoing service relationship, there will be a lot of complaints, questions, concerns, additional help, service requests. All this will come into play. All this goes back into CRM. So if you make a call to T-Mobile saying that my network is bad or I got charged extra, all these complaints go back onto your record on the T-Mobile network, on T-Mobile CRM system. So the next time you call, they will be able to see, hey, Vamshi or Jagannath or Divya Banu, these people have already called me previously, called us for this reason. So that's the kind of tracking these companies are keeping with all the customers, for all the customers. Settings. This is our developers area. So this is where everything in CRM resides, especially if you're doing development activities. So there's not even a single day where I have worked in CRM and not gone into this area in a day. This is where you will live, breathe, eat, sleep, die. So again, 4 modules: sales, marketing, services, settings. All right. So that's about CRM overview. Any questions so far, guys?
I have one question. What about deployment of the CRM, whether it is on-premise or on cloud? Is
Mm-hmm.
that does developer has anything to do with it, or who will handle the deployments?
Deployment, it again is a task of a team lead or an architect. You guys don't have to worry about installations or creating of CRM organizations, that kind of stuff. But again, those are again very easy. Once you are into CRM development for 3 to 4 years, you will get to know those things very quickly, and you will be able to um, get into those admin team lead kind of role very easily.
And what about things like team services and what is this server name? Something Team Server Foundation and Team Services. Do we have to know?
TFS, Team Foundation Service. Yes, that is a completely .NET module. But since you have asked, I can talk about it for 1 minute. So TFS is a source safe. That's where all the projects, that's a safe. That's where all the projects gets saved. So that way companies don't lose the development activities. So TFS is the latest source safe. Previously, it used to be VSS, Visual Source Safe. That's a repository, that's a code-based repository that has nothing to do with CRM.
Okay.
Clear? Clear, Divya?
Yes. Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So the very basic thing that you have to know in CRM is CRM entity. So what is a CRM entity? CRM entity is the key building block in CRM. Without this CRM entity, there is no CRM system. In fact, there is no application without an entity. Basically, an entity is a table which holds the data. So far you guys have been learning about SQL, so you guys are more familiar with tables. But CRM, it's everything is called as an entity. So the terminology changes. That's it. But behind the scenes, it's a table. And entities are the building blocks, are the modeling, and they're used for modeling and managing of business data. That's how we group these modules: sales, marketing, services, and admin settings. For example, what kind of entities we have out of box in CRM? When I say out of box, so out of box is a terminology we use in CRM for everything that comes out of CRM as is. So when you buy a CRM system on day one, you will get close to 120 tables. That's all built in for you, ready to go. And I have thrown some of the entities here: customer, contact, emails, phone calls. And the cool thing with CRM system is you can always create your own new entities, custom entities. If you don't want to use some of the out-of-box entities, you can always go back and create your own entities. Excuse me. So what kind of entities we have in CRM? So we have system entities where you have no handle on it. So Microsoft have at least 50 system entities which are used for business processing purposes. Like for example, if you create a new contact in CRM, something gets triggered, like an email goes out, and that whole email generation process can be automated. For automating, you need database table support, which is what those system tables are. You won't be able to see these system tables by directly going into SQL Server, or these tables are not even visible from the UI. So you won't be able to delete these tables. You won't be able to alter these tables. You won't be able to see these tables. Some of them you can, like system jobs and workflows you can, but you won't be able to tweak these tables. Business entities. Business entities are out-of-box entities. The very common entities like accounts, contacts. If you pick any business model which is out there in the market, there won't be any business without accounts and contacts. So pick a hospital model. Hospitals have to keep track of all the insurance companies' information, which goes into accounts. Hospital needs to keep track of all the patients, which are contacts. Since you guys are more familiar with universities, pick a education institution model. All the contacts are students. All the insurance payments you guys do, those companies goes as accounts. And the third type of entity is custom entities, which are something that we create in CRM system to accommodate client needs. So for example, I'm working for a bank, and bank obviously 50% of their business is by providing loans to the customers. In CRM, there is no loans entity, no loans table. So in that case, I would have to create a custom entity for loans. So that's an example of why we will why we need a custom entity. And another example is list of countries and states. So sometimes you might see applications like Microsoft Store, Apple, who sell products throughout the countries, throughout the world. Not in every country, but most of the countries. So they should be able to have countries, various countries, and states based upon the countries. And out of box, there is no countries entity or states entity or table. So you would have to create countries and tables and states. Sorry. So those are the three types of entities which we have in here. System, again, you don't have a handle. Developers don't have a handle on the system entities. These are all used for data, business rules, execution purposes. Second type of entity is business entity, out-of-box entities. You will be able to customize it, but you won't be able to tweak or alter the out-of-box attributes. Attributes are column. For example, contact. Contact has first name, last name, middle name, email, address detail, address details. Those are all fields that come out of the box. You won't be able to change those column names or column types, or you won't be able to delete them. If you want additional information like SSN or Facebook ID or Twitter ID or LinkedIn ID, then you would have to create those fields. So these business entities are customizable. So those are the three types of entities. You guys still with me? Able to understand? Am I fast? Going slow?
A good pace only.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give a brief introduction of sales module, and we will continue this again on Monday's class. So sales, like we talked about previously, it's a very important module in CRM. This is where most of the resources in a company, resources in a business, they reach out to people, they try to do a new business, they try to hunt down people, reach out as much as people, reach out with as much as information to make new business with the system, with their current business, with their current company. So finding new prospects, reaching out to customers and contacts. Once a client, once a company does a business with some firm, with some company, they turn into a customer. So you taking a phone from T-Mobile, now you became a customer to T-Mobile. But before that, not buying a phone or taking a service from T-Mobile or AT&T, you were just a prospect. They were reaching you all the time just to sell their phones, products, and services. But once you start buying and start paying them, that's when you turn into a customer. Business initiation actions. Again, like we talked about, you'll be receiving tons of promotional emails, phone calls, SMSs, just to get the sales going. Whether you are a new customer or an existing customer, doesn't matter. All this data goes back into sales. Confirming the sales and then turning into a revenue. So once you buy a product from some company, then that company will get a revenue out of you and you will turn into a customer. Again, that's a sales activity. It's all under sales module. All right, so the entities we're going to use. So these are all the out-of-box entities that are defined, ready-made for you. It's readily available for you under sales module or leads or prospect customers. Like you receiving a call from a cell carrier company will make you a lead, a prospect, a possible money-making business deal. You can buy or no, but still you become a lead. And then once you start sending feelers back to the phone companies, like once you try to start talking with them and negotiating deals, then you will turn into a possible opportunity. You may buy the product or you may not, but the company knows that you have some interest. So there is an opportunity. So that's what an opportunity is. And then you buying a product or a service from a business makes you a customer, an account. Customer can be an account or can be a company. The differentiation is, for example, now you guys are paying for your phone bills and you are individuals, so you are contacts. But for example, you go to Microsoft or Apple for your new job. Apple or Microsoft purchasing you a phone on their behalf for their work-related purposes makes them customer, an account to T-Mobile. You will be using the phone, but you won't be directly, that's not yours. That's companies. So in that case, Apple or Microsoft will become an account or a customer to a cell phone carrier company. So customers can be an account or customers can be individual users, contacts like you and me. Clear, guys? Sleeping?
Yes. No, not yet.
Okay, I'm not hearing from others. So.
Yeah,
All
he's here.
right. Okay, cool. So the next another important entity is contacts and activities. So you receiving an email from phone carrier company is an activity that goes against you in their system. Like T-Mobile calls Vamshi. So they in their system they will have a record for Vamshi as lead, and that lead record for Vamshi will have an activity of email or phone call. Since an email went out to Vamshi for asking Vamshi to buy some products or services, or someone called from T-Mobile or AT&T made a phone call to Vamshi. So that goes back to Vamshi's record for lead. So now when Vamshi calls T-Mobile down the road after a month asking for service, their system will readily pop up that information saying that, hey, we called Vamshi previously and he was asking for this service. So they pick up the conversation as if they've been talking with you from ages. Hey Vamshi, how are you? Like, you were interested in this service. Would you like to buy this stuff? Yes. previously, without not keeping track of all that information, it used to be nightmare. Like, hey, Vamshi, what's your name? What were you doing? What kind of information you're looking for? What kind of services? That whole time-consuming, time, this whole data process is getting diminished by using systems like CRM. All right, that's it for today's, guys. That's an overview and a little introduction of sales. So, any questions so far?
Quick question. Like, can you make it in 4 weeks instead of extending it to 5 weeks if possible? Because already we have waited for 2 weeks. So,
Yes, that's something that I would have to talk with Ankur. But my plan is to complete the course in 4 weeks. Um, because there are so many things in CRM, and it will take some time. Unfortunately, you learn it, like I said previously, you learn it once and you'll be good.
okay.
All right, guys. So do you guys know how to subscribe for the free trial? Anyone
I'm
tried?
not at all installed. Like, can you show me like what actually we have to
Yes. So
install?
you go to Google and just type CRM online trial. It will take you to this site, Microsoft.com Dynamics. You have to fill in a bunch of information. Once you fill out, it's as easy as these steps. You'll fill out a bunch of information, and that will provide you access to a CRM system, which is what I have registered for this afternoon. So it's a 30 days trial. It's a plain vanilla. It's nothing has been customized. It's all out of. It does not have anything customized. All out of box features. So I would suggest you guys to register here and start playing around. Go to each and every screen, get familiar with more and more stuff. And as I go through these classes, um, if you guys want, I can give you a small assignment, and you guys can do it as a homework on your side. Because if you don't practice, you will forget stuff, and it's hard to come back. So I'm thinking to ask you guys to start implementing a education, um, a student application in CRM, and I will help you guys. We can have a 5 minutes discussion every day, and you can use that, and you can start building things in CRM. So that will be a good start. Until and unless you keep your fingers on the keyboard and you start working, you won't be able to learn stuff. You guys just graduating or graduated already?
We already graduated.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
graduated
right.
already.
So the happy times are all gone now, I guess.
Yeah, that's what we are thinking.
Yeah.
Also, I have a question for you. Like, can you compare with Salesforce? Like, actually, I plan to go with the Salesforce, but finally, I was in the path because I don't know why I came to Dynamics CRM. Can you compare with like present market and everything comparatively
Sure,
Salesforce?
definitely Salesforce has a lot of it's number one right now. It has good scope. Um, but since you have did you go through the .NET training?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Since you have gone through the .NET training, it will help you. It will speed up if you go into MSCRM. Microsoft CRM. That will help you a lot.
Okay.
Salesforce, again, you have to learn from scratch. The best reason uh, or the best thing that you guys have done so far is learning .NET. .NET is the base for everything. You can go into SharePoint, or you can go to CRM, or you can be a SSIS developer. You can be XYZ. It's all the .NET. Most of 90% of Microsoft products base is .NET. So if you know .NET, you're like, um, you can expand your skill set like anything. I so going back to your question, Salesforce, I don't know whether, I don't know what their programming language is, but I think it will be a little challenging. You need to you need to go through the training again and then learn Salesforce. And the other thing is, guys, whether it's a Salesforce or Oracle Siebel or Microsoft CRM, the core functionality is same with all these CRM systems. The core functionality never changes. It's just extra bells and whistles here and there. Like if you go to Salesforce, if you see the UI of Salesforce, it is so appealing. It will make you feel like you're in heaven. But the actual core functionality is similar, is same to Oracle or Microsoft CRM or any CRM, Sugar CRM, anything. So you guys have to decide.
Heard like Microsoft is about to acquire a Siebel system.
Sable,
Yeah.
that's I don't think that is correct. Sable is owned by Oracle, and that's their biggest revenue generator at this moment. There were talks like an year ago, maybe I think you're talking this, I guess. CRM, Microsoft was trying to purchase Salesforce for
Yeah, I
32
heard.
billion or 36. I think that's what you were referring to. It's not Sable. But I don't think the deal never materialized. Even if if they purchase, they'll try to merge these two systems, and that will again um, give us a lot of scope for us to improve in our career.
Because I was searching, like once I learn CRM, though, how much time span I can stay good in market because tools always change, right? So,
Yes, but I don't think CRM will change drastically in the next 10, 15 years. It's um, as you guys have already been seeing, it's the data, it's the amount of tracking that happens everywhere these days. Um, I don't think CRM going away. It only will be a much improved system down the road, but I don't think it's going to reduce its functionality or anything like that.
okay, thank you.
It's all data, 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 data. You'll be surprised the amount of data each and every company collects from us, knowingly, unknowingly, and the kind of data that goes into CRM systems. I'll give you an example since we have a few minutes. I have implemented a CRM system for a small 50 employees company, and their line of business is selling nuts and bolts of car parts. They don't sell parts, they just sell nuts and bolts that goes into every car. And the amount of tracking they do is unbelievable.
Oh. So all
So,
these tracking applications are integrated with the CRM system.
sorry, say that again.
all the tracking sources are integrated with the CRM system?
Some of them, they have SAP for their backend processes. Um, so we have integrated SAP with CRM. So because SAP has a lot of the licenses cost on for SAP for every user is very high when compared to CRM. So that's again another important thing, guys. Microsoft products are a little cheaper when compared to other products. So more and more clients are trying to come into Microsoft CRM. The reason being because most of the applications, Office applications, are Microsoft developed, and the way Microsoft CRM integrates with uh, your day-to-day applications in companies are all developed by Microsoft. So, for example, how many companies have you guys seen using uh, Apple products? All Apple products, all Apple applications, Mac. How many companies have you guys seen?
Few, very few. Enterprise level Windows only.
Right, probably 10%, 15%. But if you look at the market scope for Microsoft, it's considerable. All right, guys. Any other questions so far?
And what are the supporting tools we have to install? Like already installed, like Visual Studio and SQL. Is it good or okay?
So all you need is Visual Studio. So when you're working in CRM, you don't need SQL Server because all the database alterations, modifications, creation will go through the CRM UI only. It has to go through the CRM UI only. That's the supported way. You're not going to go back onto the SQL Server and tamper with CRM database. That's
Okay.
Yeah, that's all .NET. If you're trying to build a .NET application, that's everything. You need to build the front end and the back end. Back end is the database, front end is the UI. But here, my CRM, everything comes out of the box. And you have UI, you go through the UI settings area, and you will be creating all the entities you want. And those entities will be committed to the SQL Server.
Okay.
So sometimes if you're developing a report, that's when you will be using SQL Server just to run queries, just to see how the data is, whether your queries, oops, accidentally turned my screen. Oh gosh. Sorry for that, guys. You're still able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. The only time where you will be working on the SQL side, on the backend side, is whenever you are trying to work on reports, develop new reports, or if you want to see how data being stored, how the RDBMS relation database is it's been developed. That's when you can go back and um, see it on the SQL Server. But other than that, you won't be running any SQL queries directly. You won't be writing any store procs. You won't be writing any triggers, no functions, nothing. Everything will come through the CRM UI. So that's the um, advantage, comfort level I was talking about previously. Everything is so inbuilt. Uh, it's a blessing in disguise. It will, frankly speaking, as a developer, being having done a lot of development, I lost a little bit of my SQL skills. So if you ask me something in SQL, I will struggle because having worked in CRM for so much time, I hardly touch database directly unless I'm doing backups or doing some stuff, some kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's again click, click, click. It's as easy as that.
Yeah, like, I had an introduction. I think too bad. They are saying it too high. It will be too hard to learn and know about it.
Um, I don't see that, especially if you guys are already went through the .NET training. You guys are familiar with C Sharp. You just have to focus. Like CRM has its own SDK. Since Microsoft don't want developers to directly access CRM, they have developed a lot of namespaces, lot of inbuilt classes that you need to get familiar with. For example, querying contacts information from SQL. Regular .NET way, how do you do? Select star from contacts table. That will bring all the contacts, all column information into a data set, and you will render the data set onto the, you'll attach the data set to grid, and grid will render it on the screen. So that's .NET way. But in CRM, there are inbuilt classes. For example, you can use those classes and you can build queries. Like I'll give you an example. Query expression is a class name, which is like a select. So Microsoft has provided that kind of flexibility. So another cool thing, guys, between Java and .NET, Microsoft has given us a lot of classes. You remember your old school days, you would have to write a sort algorithm, a bubble sort, a first and FIFO sort, or anything like that. You remember data structures? How difficult was that?
Yeah, data structures and algorithms.
Yeah. So, for example, sorting. You would have to write at least 15 lines of code to get a sort implemented in C++ or VC++ or C. But if you're using Microsoft classes, you just have to use their inbuilt classes. Like I think you guys might have seen this to array, something dot to array, some object dot to array. It will take, for example, data set or data table dot to array. It converts all the data table data rows dot cells dot to array will get you all the column names of that data table and it will put it in an array and it will give it to you. So that's the kind of inbuilt classes Microsoft has that you can use. So that's another convenience which Microsoft has given us, which made us a little lazy when compared to Java developers.
Okay.
Cool. Actually, I didn't expect this demo class going for so long. We're just about 1.5 hours now. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, try to reach to Yuvraj, and he will come back to me. Probably in the next class, I'll try to give you my contact details once I talk with Yuvraj. Then if you guys have any questions, you can email me, and then I will try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for joining the class on the most important day of the week, Friday evening. I'll let you guys go and party now. It's all done.
Sure.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Have a good
Have a
weekend.
good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.